Okay, on to our next problem. This is kangaroo feeding time. Looks like a hungry kangaroo right there, my friends. This is a work with me problem, so you're going to watch what I do, then pause this, and then copy it onto your own paper. So here's the scenario. You and your parents are visiting family friends who live in Australia. They work at an animal habitat where they save injured animals, like this kangaroo right here. There is a friendly kangaroo that needs to be fed, so they ask you to feed him. You look at the bag of food and see that it is 5/7 full, and you need to feed the kangaroo 2/7 of the bag. So how much of the bag is left? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at how we solve this problem. So the very first thing that I'm going to want you to do is draw your fraction box. So just draw a nice, good sized box like I've done here. So go ahead and pause this video and draw your box. And I'll wait for you. Okay, so now the next thing you want to do is, since we know that there is 5/7 of this bag right here that is left, right? Because obviously the people who are living at this animal habitat have already fed the kangaroo some of the box or this bag of food. So we need to cut it into 7 parts, which means we're going to draw 6 lines. So the next thing I want you to do is draw 6 lines across here. I'm going to do it, and if I finish before you, then just pause this. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And while these are not equal, but for our purposes, that's fine. We do have 7 parts, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So there are 7 parts. Now, remember, there's only 5/7 left, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these top 2 here are actually not there. So I'm going to actually color those in, but such that you can still see through. So these 2 here are gone. So what I'd like you to do right now is go ahead and pause this video and make sure that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 6, 7 parts. So your fraction box should look just like mine. And I'll wait for you for a moment, and just pause it if you need a little more time. And here we go. So now the next part is that I know that I'm going to, or that you're going to feed this kangaroo 2/7 of this bag, okay? So what you're going to do is we're going to get rid of 2 of these. So I'm going to use the white here, and we're going to just cross 2 of these out. So I'm going to go 1, that one's gone, and 2, this one you have fed as well. And what does that leave us with? Well, that's going to leave us with 1, 2, 3, but these are how many parts? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that leaves us with 3/7 of the bag left. Okay, so this is your algorithm, and it should be done like this. If you need a little more time, go ahead and pause this and finish writing what I have done right here with this fraction illustration. And I'm assuming you're done by now, so we're going to move on. So this is our illustration, and now we're going to move on to the algorithm. Now the algorithm, we just set our fractions up with one fraction and then the subtraction sign and another fraction. Now the very first rule with adding or subtracting fractions, in this case we're subtracting, is that you must have common denominators. These must be the same. And they are both 7, so they are both the same. The next thing is all I do is add or subtract. In this case I am subtracting the numerators. So I'm taking 5 minus 2, and if I do that, 5 minus 2 is going to give me 3 for my numerator, and I draw the fraction line, And then with your denominator, all you do is bring it right on across, because this is really just telling us how many parts this bag of food is cut into. And it's cut into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 parts. So I'm going to simply just write the 7 right across here. Now what's nice here is you can see that my algorithm agrees with what I wrote here for my illustration, and that's very, very important. So with this fraction, I get 3 out of the 7 parts. As you see, there's still 1, 2, 3 out of the 7 parts that it's been cut into. And that, my friends, is how you solve this problem. What I'd like you to do is make sure you understand how to do this. Make sure this is all written down correctly, because the next one you're going to do on your own, and then you'll watch the video and I'll correct it for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see you in a little bit.